Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
And we will use shell soon. Instead. For right now. I want to go back to Danaram. Okay. We're going to try something that may or may not work.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh? I have a big opportunity for you. 4 sovereigns. Arl Howe uses a warehouse in the market district from time to time. Word is, the Arl's been dipping into the city's treasury and discreetly moving silver bars to his estate in Highever. There's a fortune in that warehouse right now, and if you succeed here, Arl Howe gets a big black eye. But guards will be everywhere. Not those half-assed dock guardsmen either. Generally, I'm opposed to killing, but these are the Arl's hand-picked hatchet men, and stealth's not really an option. So, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
We'll try this. It may work, it may not. We'll see.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
We'll see how this works. I have no idea. May or may not. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Let's try it. This is the next guy. Hit him with that. And of course he does that. Yeah, of course. Alright, that's a good point. This guy. You know what? Alright, so what's... Ah, you fuckers. Hitting my doggy. Take the health poultice. God damn it, dog! Did you fucking do it?
As you say.
Alright. That's better. So, dog. Drink that. Get that son of a bitch. Okay, that's better. It's a son of a bitch we gotta kill. That motherfucker hits us. Hit him. Oh, come on! So he did his little fucking assaults. Well, tough shit. Alright. And he does his big fucking hit. Alright. That was good. Yana. Now that. Dog got knocked down to 87. Alright. Okay. Wow. Okay. So dog got knocked down to 87. That wasn't very nice. Maybe we've got to get dog stronger. And I don't mind going through those lesser health potions. We did go through the regular health poultices, several of them.
It shall be done.
Getting a lot of fire arrows.
Hello.
Silver bar. Silver bar.
Right away.
Silver bar. 'Cause I spent 4 sovereigns on this puppy. I better be able to get
I
some.
won't take the blame for this one. This was bad from the start. No way he was here to deal. Thanks. I ain't sticking around to see how this turns out.
Yeah, sure. Now I'm going to dump this in the worst possible place imaginable in terms of being an obvious target. Alright. Let's see how everybody did. Okay. 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 Alright. Okay, Dougie. Good for you. I killed one of the thug life leaders. We're gonna share. We're gonna get the abomination. Oh, the one that killed poor Renaud. I'll never have his meat pies. That sucks. Never hear some of his great old stories. Okay. Well, let's get going. Alright. Let's take a look here. Yeah, and
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven
I better get something for this, buddy. Or I better be able to sell some shit, that's for damn sure. I better get my money back from this. I'm kind of a skinflint. I need to be. I'm trying to figure out how to fight Terran Logain, one of the most powerful men in the country, and the Archdemon and Darkspawn hordes, and Terran Logain and his forces. Wow.
Warden, they're turning the market upside down to find the burglar who bested all hell. But no one's the wiser. I'm going to work hard to find something worthy of your talent. You need anything else?
Know of any good places to break in?
I'm following up a lead in the Palace District. I know you can't get in now, but you never know. If it all works out, it'll make you a legend.
Okay. One last thing.
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
Got a bark for me?
I'm lining something up. The bleeding perfect mark. It'll be your greatest crime yet. But so far, the opportunity hasn't presented itself. If I find a way, I'll let you know. Maybe do something else in the city. Get a drink, visit a brothel, whatever Grey Wardens do to pass the time.
Certainly. Okay.
Magic exists to serve man and never.
This is... Oh, nothing like this would ever work in Dusttown or even Orzammar. Hi, guys. Nothing to see here. Hi, madam.
Magic exists to serve man.
If they can't spot that, they're no threat to... They're purely symbolic guards. I mean, seriously. That's just ridiculous.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Alright, let's see what's up.
What can I get you, stranger?
Finished a favor for one of your interested parties. Thank you. Okay, that's a start.
What can I get you, stranger?
Not anything legal. Sign a safe passage. I have my allies, despite my dislike of peaceman handholding. In fact, several are prepared to come to dinner and assist in finding some less than loyal tongue waggers. They're currently hiding along the outskirts of Basine Forest, a position that is temporary at best. I need someone to enter the forest and fire a message arrow to signal safe passage. It's in one of my own people, but circumstances have caused me to suffer shortage of trustworthy assistance. There'll be good gold paid for this service. I recommend only the skilled take up the task. Untraceable. A little something from K. Seems like people just can't play fair. Make changes to benefit everyone, and all you get are gloats from the old man. Goes to the old man. No more toys for me, it seems, unless an enterprising friend cares to make a strategic donation. Something nondescript by small vendors. Garnet. Can't say 10. Let's say 10 pieces. Can't trade money for it, but I'm generous with my gratitude.
What can I get you, stranger?
Finish a favor for any interested parties. None leave. Okay. Getting up there.
Your wish?
Okay, Alistair. I gotta admit, that helmet looks kind of silly in my view. It looks like some low-rent Vike. It just looks silly. Looks silly. I gotta get Alistair a better helmet as soon as I can. Okay, Alistair. Let's get your strength up. While this mode is active, the character drops into a defensive stance that favors the shield, getting a bonus to defense and an increased chance to shrug off missile attacks, but taking a penalty attack. With shield balance, the attack penalty is reduced. With shield expertise, the defense bonus increases. With shield mastery, the defense bonus increases further. We're going to get that going for his defensiveness. Let's see. We're not going to go for that. Yeah. Let's knock that one down. Yeah. Let me see what happens. Okay, that's not that bad of a hit. Okay. Okay, that's better defense. Took a bit of a hit to attack. Alright. So how much do we got left? 90 stamina. You can do it. Okay. Alright. So here's what we're going to do.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts.
We're going to wait on that deserted building.
Back from Orzammar.
We'll sell those golden bars and see what happens.
Here I
Okay.
am.
Okay. Okay.
Very well.
Let's go to the party camp.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Sure, let me see your wares,
I'm
Bodan.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay. Okay, I made my money back. That went well. Yep, we gotta get that up. Ice and fire arrows. Honestly. Saw that. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let me check these out. I'm going to do something quick. I'm going to talk to everybody. Hello, Liliana.
The stars are out.
And it's always nice to look out at them with you. There is still beauty to be found in this world, particularly with you, Liliana. You always know how to make me feel better, relax. It's always good being with you.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
No. Tell me the story.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars.
Oh, no.
Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea, that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Liliana, I love talking to you. I love your stories. But so many of them are sad.
It doesn't end so badly. It ends hopefully. Elindra will one day be with her love again. We don't know when, but she will. This story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
Oh, I kind of get what you're saying. I guess I looked at it too materially, but I gotta kind of look at the world materially. Everything in my life has taught me to look at the world materially. This is the first time I've ever been able to have an emotionally satisfying relationship with somebody in a romantic sense. So maybe someday they will get together. I just think it'd be nice if the gods, if Elindra and her soldier got to get together right now. Because I think they've suffered long enough, because who knows how long ago this was, when this poor guy and this poor girl had this horrible thing happen to each other. I think they should meet now. So hopefully one day, and this is true, Because when I was a little girl, you know, I had silly little dreams. I learned pretty quickly that they were silly little dreams. But now I'm starting to discover with you that I can have my silly little dreams in reality. So, if we lose hope and love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, don't tell the others. I have an idea on why. But why is it a surprise?
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
The truth is, I can't afford to. I gotta keep everyone alive. Every fight, I gotta keep everyone alive. So I've gotta be very rational. The only person I can show I have a heart with are you guys on downtime. Like now.
Looking for little old me?
Yes, I am. I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
You're a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Another story I wanted to hear.
Which one?
I just kind of slipped my
It will
mind.
come to you soon, I'm sure.
Never mind. But you know what?
Looking for little old me?
Yes, I am. And now you're the one being coy. I have an idea. You know what? I say, we have some fun. And you know what? That was a good time with some good wine and listening to you talk, and I talked. It was fun. And we got to laugh, got to relax and unwind. And you know what?
Looking for little old me?
Thank you. Thank you, Leliana. That cheered me up. And your explanation of the story did too. But that kiss was really nice. Or kisses, I should say. So, brother, got anything?
Something on your mind?
I got some questions.
Of course. Such as they are.
Nah,
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
I'm not going to ask my brother if he's ever had sex. He's my brother, my big brother. And yes, he's got wonderfully chiseled mountain peaks. I should introduce him to a bunch of very, very attractive dwarven women who would love to climb his Alps. But some other time. That reminds me. I wonder. Nah, we'll wait. We shouldn't rush things. What's that, Liana? Let's just take our time and enjoy it.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes.
We'll discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised. Very well.
Maybe we'll connect a little bit more in the future.
As you wish.
Let me check something with her. Let me see something.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Let me see where it's been.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Canary prayers for the dead. The words are in a strange, spidery script. The fine etching demonstrates a clear respect for the departed. I wonder. I wonder. You know what I need to do? Let's go play with Buddy. And go pet my Betty Buddy. Yes. Yes, you are. Okay. Just one thing I want to check.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Let me see where it's Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I wonder.
A fine gift. You have...
Okay.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Let me see where it's Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay. Full moon is out too with the stars. Okay. So.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
I'm going to do a bit of traveling because I want to see if I can run into a merchant. But I haven't really paid much attention to it. He might have something I like. Somewhere along the way, we'll run into the merchant. Okay.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, Old Tegra can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Let's see this discounted by yours. Let's see what I think about it. The painting portrays a battle between Orlais and Ferelden. The rebel queen, with fiery red hair, has climbed atop a ruined chariot and is holding aloft her battle standard. Okay. Don't want to spend too much money. Some would be nice and helpful. Alright. Ready? Yep. Yep, so. Okay. Let's see something.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Okay. Sten has an eye for paintings, an appreciation that might seem out of character, but it is actually an extension of Canary discipline. Interesting. He respects an artist for careful composition, a skill that is as much about where the brushstroke stops as where it begins. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. The discipline, skill, agility, dexterity, eye for detail, attention to the world around them of an artist and his depiction of reality in relation to that. Yeah! Those are things that a good soldier can appreciate. The passion of the artist, the passion of service, the skill and dexterity with his hands and his mind, the ability to think abstractly and solve problems.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. Unexpected.
Yes. Oh, that's like every soldier who goes, I guess my commander kind of sucks, but he's not a complete piece of garbage. He could be worse. You thought I was callow.
You sound surprised. You must have heard this before. We'll get over it. Eventually.
You smart-ass soldier. Dry, cynical humor. So why did I let you out of that cage again?
I have wondered that myself. It is one of the many things I find puzzling about your behavior.
Well, I find plenty of things puzzling about you two.
What is there to be puzzled by? I'm a simple creature. I like swords. I follow orders. There's nothing else to know about me.
That's not true. Your interest in art belies such a statement. And being a soldier does not necessarily make anyone as simple-minded as you allege to play in terms of a stereotype. I don't think you're that simple.
As I said, you're not as callow as I thought. In any case, we should go now.
So will you tell me now why you were caged?
I caged myself. A weak mind is a deadly foe, as you are no doubt aware.
Yes. What do you mean by a weak mind?
That is complicated. I told you before that I was sent here. I was not sent alone. I came to your lands with 7 of the Beresad, my brothers, to seek answers about the Blight. We made our way across the Ferelden countryside without incident, seeing nothing of the threat we were sent to observe. Until the night we camped by Lake Calenhad. They came from everywhere. The earth beneath our feet, the air above us. Our own shadows harbored the darkspawn. I saw the last of the creatures cut down, too late. I fell.
That sounds like what happened to me at Ostagar. When everybody burst in that room and started shooting us full of arrows, and oh, that hurt.
I heard the stories of Ostagar. Your kith stood their ground when others fled. No one can do more than that. I don't know how long I lay on the battlefield among the dead, nor do I know how the farmers found me. I only know that when I woke I was no longer among my brothers, and my sword was gone from my hand.
What did you do?
I searched for it, and when that failed I asked my rescuers what had become of it.
Did the farmers know where it was?
They said they found me with nothing.
Did you believe them?
I did. I knew they didn't have the blade. They had no reason to lie to me. I panicked. Unthinking, I struck them down.
That's terrible.
I know I cannot justify what I have done. My honor is forfeit. That sword was made for my hand alone. I have carried it from the day I was set into the Beresad. I was to die wielding it for my people. Even if I could cross Ferelden and Tevinter unarmed and alone to bring my report to the Arishok, I would be slain on sight by the Antam. They would know me as soulless, a deserter. No soldier would cast aside his blade while he drew breath.
Couldn't you search for it?
If I knew where to look, it would be in my hand now.
Where did you fight the Darkspawn?
Near Lake Calenhad.
Don't worry, we'll find it.
Perhaps those words are empty, but thank you all the same.
Yep. Okay. He was sent with a small group of Qunari soldiers to investigate the Blight and report back. Outside Lothering, they were ambushed by Darkspawn. They fought off the attack, but only Sten survived, and the other 7 died. Farmers found him dying and took him in, but when he awoke, alone and unarmed, he panicked, killing the entire family. Realizing he had sacrificed his honor, Sten waited for the villagers to come and surrendered, expecting death. It's nice that he's strong. It's nice that he likes what I have to say, but it's still pretty sad. It's still very, very sad.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, everybody, let's see.
Blast it.
Of all
damnation.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Alright.
Back off. I was here first.
Charming fellow. So this is poor folk clothes. Looks better than at least the stuff we've got, and the fact that it's stitched. Maybe this fringe seems, but still better than what you usually find in Dusttown. You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
No, but my very large, angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
You're not very bright because you think he would sell something that still had value left in it, particularly if he could skedaddle. He sold you this spot? Does he own this land?
No, that's some freeholder or other. He just sold me the looting rights. I'm
Charming.
not building a house here or nothing. He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Sure, why not? Sten's sword may be in the hands of Farron, the scavenger who looted the battlefield where the blade disappeared. Farron was headed to Orzammar and is likely there now. Okay. We're going to wait on going toward Orzammar. I'm not comfortable going to Orzammar yet. I have a complex about Orzammar, and I have every right to have a complex about the place.
Vashaden.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Alright. Let's get ourselves ready.
Yes.
I'd like to see what the situation is with my dear Waylon. The village of Haven. Again, we're doing more scouting and skirmishing. I don't know how far we'll go, but we'll see. Okay. Green mountains, white capped snow peaks. Not two snow peaks, but more of a chalky white. Like, oh, nice. I like it.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here.
So this is Haven.
What do you want?
Some questions about Haven.
Ask and be on your way.
How long has Haven been here?
Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home.
Who is in charge of the village?
Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide.
Revered father? I've never heard of this.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
Are your traditions very different from ours?
Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities.
Have you heard of the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
The urn is nothing but a legend.
Is there a Brother Genitivi here?
Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition.
I would like to explore Haven for a while.
We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo.
Very well, excuse
You
me.
may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
They are hiding something.
Yes,
'Tis
that's
obvious,
true,
is it
Duster
not?
Milton. Yep, everyone knows there's some BS going on.
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits round the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Dear Bonnie Lynn, sleeps the peaceful crib within. A mossy stone, a finger bone. No one knows but Lynn alone. Dear Bonnie Lynn, sleeps the peaceful crib within.
That is one creepy story from a rather creepy kid. But maybe he's just misunderstood. This place does feel different from any other I've ever visited, either topside or below ground.
Who are you? You shouldn't be here.
Thank you, kid. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Yes, you did. I'm a Grey Warden. Do you know what that is?
No, and I don't care neither. Lowlanders don't belong here.
Interesting.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I bet you're a clever boy. What do you know about Haven?
Haven is Haven. But I have a secret. Do you want to see?
Yes, show me. That's really nice. Who did that belong to?
Don't know. It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, all right? You're not going to find anything over there.
Okay, that's charming. So something is going to go bad. First off, this place is actually very beautiful. But that which is terrible and mysterious and that which is beautiful often overlap. I think this place is an embodiment of that. Okay. Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah, humans are rather lack subtlety on a number of things. They say dwarves aren't very subtle. Look at that. I suppose it's kind of cute.
Mother said that lowlanders aren't supposed to know about Haven.
Uh-huh. Death of a Templar. The dry, dusty earth swallows up salty drops that splatter its surface. A tiny insect pauses, sensing the vibrations, and scurries off, leaving behind its invisible enemy. As the drop falls, the dark circles merge together, expressing a mirror to their creator. The primal emotions of bloodlust and sorrow blend into a lethal cocktail that breaks the strongest of men. The jurisdiction of strength must be left to the spirit, not armor nor chest. Only the wise is turned to his inner sanctuary to partition the mind from an all-consuming madness. I assume his actually refers to the Maker and not some person. Seductive voices whisper promise of glory, weighting down the weaker path of the flesh, bringing a death far worse than that of hot letter steel. These blank, hollow promises will echo the unfathomable eternally. Living comfortably among material possessions, it is easy to misunderstand the true meaning of uncontrollable hate. Failing to understand the power of fighting against pure, unfaltering beliefs, against foes that listen only to their soul. Uncontrollable hate, influence that thus removed from innocence, the scar is permanent and eternal. The rain now red feeds the debt owed for actions past, seeking further into the earth as the mind draws slower. What was it that drew him himself to this situation? The mind ebbs and parts to a lingering memory of true innocence. He entered war as a newborn enters the world, unknowing of both the horrors and light of the Maker that will save him. The sound of metal sliding along leather comes from above him. From the second he was born to his soon-to-be dying breath, his mind was processing and analyzing knowledge and experiences. It is true that he thought he could be wise in his own eyes, but only the most humble recognizes that he knows very little. Biased speculation and all the false pretenses make way to the sound of the sleeping steel. Then finally his soul, as ready as his eyes, dry from this final understanding, enters his promise of its purest form. From Death of a Templar by Sir Andrew, Knight of Andraste and Templar Arcanist. 9-4 Dragon. I think Sten and maybe even Shale would like this. Alistair would kind of laugh, go, huh? But I think this is for Sten and Shale. I'll have to show it to them. Oh, little chicken houses.
I'll do it.
We have nothing you'd want. Please go.
Charming.
I shall.
Pumpkins kind of fascinate me in terms of what they look like.
Right away. As you like.
The Avars. Driven across the Frostbacks in ancient times, the Alamari tribes were split into three groups. One settled the Ferelden Valley, one was pushed into the Kakari Wilds, and the last returned to the mountains. Modern Fereldans bear little resemblance to the Alamani ancestors, and the Chasen remember few of their traditions. But the Avars have changed a little throughout the ages. Like the Chasen, the Avars are not a united people. Each tribe fends for itself and is beholden only to its thane. They still follow their own gods. Korth, the Mountain Father. Hakon Winter's Breath, the Lady of the Skies, as well as dozens of animal gods, never named to outsiders. Nothing lasts in the mountains. Wind and rain eventually eat away the strongest holds. Valleys that were arable one generation are locked in year-round ice the next. Game is constantly on the move. Even among themselves, the Avar make no absolute promises. They wed by a tradition in which the groom struggles to untie a tightly knotted rope, while the bride sings a hymn to one of the gods. However many knots he has undone by the time her song ends is the number of years she will spend with him. But you better hope you have dexterous fingers, and it's probably in more ways than one. This may be an analogy for something far more physical in relation to her. That determines exactly why you guys are staying together so long. Lowlanders often forget that there is no such thing as a permanent alliance in the Frostbacks. From Ferelden, by Sister Patrine. Let's see what we've got here. It's kind of a comfy, nice, big place.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Can't you tell me about Haven?
How would you describe the place you know only as home? No, I've never heard that name.
Is this a shop I'd like to trade?
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look.
I don't know about this. Worried I'm spending. take a look at something. To one's paramour, when last we embraced, one noticed the redolence of another's company, but one was unmindful. His most eminent Sir Feather Hapsmith Oswald III. I wonder if I've already read that. Darling, when next we meet, I would find it agreeable for you to leave your hat on, and mayhap your boots as well, and trousers, shirt too. And I shall facilitate said clothes status by locking my door and posting a guard. Duly warned, X. This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains, running over the sides and dark rivulets.
I was not expecting to find something so unsettling.
Yeah.
Used for food preparation?
Don't be ridiculous. I don't think so.
I'm just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
Yeah. Don't do that. What is it, boy? Was someone killed here?
That is human blood.
You know, it's funny. Buddy, when Alistair was teasing you, you said you were grossed up by the idea of eating human blood. So, of eating humans. So what you're doing here, you're licking up human blood. Maybe you wouldn't know if they fed you. Maybe you were just testing it like a dog, and you're not actually doing it to eat, but see, yeah, this tastes like human blood. Yuck. No. How do you know?
I just do. I also know that no one can lose that much blood and live.
I believe it. Find out what the villagers of Hayden are hiding. You've seen some strange things in Haven. Not everything is what it seems, and the villagers are probably hiding something. Okay. Alright. No wonder. Okay. I wonder.
What are you doing? That's private.
What are you hiding?
I don't see how that is any of your concern.
I'm making it my concern.
No, you have no right.
Okay. Okay. The armament and clothing left on this dismembered man indicates that he was one of the Earl of Redcliffe's knights. Ouch. There's probably multiple. Okay. Alright, here we go. I might come back for that. Come on.
I'll do it.
Everybody ready? Well, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay. That guy. Dog, hot the moon.
I am armed. As you say.
Much better. Good, he's dead. And then... Perfect. Okay.
It is begun.
Alright. Okay.
Shall be done. Very well. Yes. Now we can all hands begun.
Off I go.
Alright. First off, I'm going to clear my rear area out. Okay, let's check my arrows. That's what I'm kind of waiting on.
Warden.
For the time being, let's set those arrows to the side. We'll start using them when it looks like... I got my dog in reserve.
Your wish? As you like.
Enough! You have won the day! You should run while you can. Send me. Here comes trouble!
Here.
I shall do it.
As you
So be it.
Let's make this quick! Watch out! Oh. Alright, that's all it is then.
Okay,
As you
I'm
said.
with you now.
Alright.
What now?
Hmm?
Enemy ahead. Watch out.
Very well.
Wipe them out. You should run while you can.
Very well.
Okay. Oh, guess the asshole guard is dead. Assume hopefully that was the cultist archer on this side.
Looking for little old me?
How do you know this place?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered its secrets yet.
Let's just move on. Hey, buddy. Do you see anything interesting? Okay, let's try this one more time. Yes, you a good doggy. Good Betty buddy. Do you see anything interesting? Let's try this one more time. No, he didn't. Time to pet him for his hard work. Pet Betty Betty. Okay. 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 Alright. Betty Betty. Okay. All right. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Of course. As you say.
I never liked this part. Best be wary. Try to be merciful. Shall be done.
Alright.
Very well.
Now we can pick that up. I think I probably should have switched them out
As you say.
a bit. Well, right on the cusp of it. We have everything? Yeah, we do. Alright. Again, once things get tough, we'll stop scouting and skirmishing in this area. But for right now, it's fine. Since we're in a building, I assume this is going to be close-in fighting. So far, they haven't been too difficult, but who knows with this Father Eric. Go aggressive. 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 Here we go. And you.
Ready. Done.
Here.
Off I go.
We got a couple.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
I think that's the kid from earlier that was in the corner. What I mean is, I think that kid is the one with the finger bone we talked to, the creepy kid. You killed the Knights of Redcliffe. I saw the bodies.
This, my brothers, is what happens when you let an outsider into the village. They have no respect for our privacy. She will tell others of us if we let her. Word will spread, and then what? You, stranger, do not understand our ways. You would bring war to Haven in your ignorance.
What about Brother Genitivi? What have you done to him?
We don't owe you any explanations for our actions. We have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
Ready? Perfect. And it would be best if I was not using the sword. Give him a good kick. Perfect. Now you go right there. Okay, doggy. Howl at the moon. Perfect.
Very well. Very well.
As you say, Morrigan. Oh, good. Lyrium potion. Okay. That went well. Everybody focused on the mage, took out the mage, kept people stunned. Overall, it worked very effectively. Lelian and Morrigan have really been getting in kills, too. Dog also helped with the stun. I think Dog will become much more deadly. Shred helps, but I think that Dog will become much more deadly once we get him overwhelmed. Okay. Morgan's getting up there. Lelian is starting to improve. Okay, very good. So here we go. Getting the strength up is very important. Honestly, disengage can be very useful. Okay, I think we've got everything.
Your wish?
Let's see. Alright. Oh, Brother Genitivi, I'm your favorite reader. I love your books. I'm your biggest fan.
Who are you? They sent you to finish it.
It's okay, my friend. I'm Natia. I'm here to help you.
You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
Oh, no. Morgan, can you do anything?
The leg is wounded, but that will heal in time. The foot may have to come off.
I thought you might say that. But if the foot goes, it goes. There are more important things than an old man's feet. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain.
How do you know?
My research led me to Haven, and I have heard the villagers talking. I know the urn is here. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what that key is.
Really?
Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it.
Is this medallion?
Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you.
Are you sure you can make the journey?
It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring.
Oh, okay. Could you answer some questions for me first?
All right. What is on your mind?
Do you know about the knights who were sent to look for you?
Yes, of course. How could I forget? Iric said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men.
Yeah, I know. He's not going to be bothering anyone else for a while, my dear brother.
Good. Iric and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we?
I understand. Haven, it's a little odd, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be.
I bet. Why does Haven have revered fathers?
I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules.
What do you know about Haven and its people?
They call themselves the Disciples of Andraste. They are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
They may be talking about the urn.
I thought so at first, but I'm not so sure anymore. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
What were the villagers doing with you?
They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that.
They were planning to place a fake Genitivi in Denerim.
How do you know?
There was an imposter Wayland at your house.
An imposter? What happened to the real Wayland?
I'm sorry, but he's dead.
Oh, poor Wayland. I should never have dragged you into this. Make us take you into his hands, my boy.
Wayland died protecting your research. Honor his memory.
He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory.
Okay.
Was there something else you wanted to say?
I'm ready to leave for the temple.
Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down.
Okay.
Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember.
Okay.
Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there. A key to open the way.
Yeah. How did you know how to do that?
There are very few keys like this left in the world, but I have seen some. When you find the right combination, it just feels right. It is hard to explain. Now, let's see if we can open this door. There should be a place to insert this.
Okay.
Oh, what I would give to have seen this
Yeah,
all in
me
all
too.
its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain.
Need to stay alert now, brother.
I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted. I apologize.
It's okay.
These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings.
Okay. You want to stay here? Is it safe?
I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn.
Is there anything else I need to know about the temple?
It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it. Namely, the Tevinter Imperium.
What sort of dangers are we talking about here?
I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures.
So is it the wrath of the Maker that strikes men down?
That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder.
Cunning.
I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you?
Yeah. Definitely. I will be back soon.
I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to